Hi, how are you? I am really making the most of this quiet house I have got. The 4 children are out and I am just enjoying the peace, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to make a video that, is such an important consideration for many people who train as a hypnobirthing teacher. How will this fit around what you already have going on? Okay. Now, I love being a hypnobirthing teacher. I really do. And like some of my most wonderful memories and friendships that I have made has come through this. And, I feel so grateful that I have been like a small part in somebody's incredible journey to become a parent. But as well as all that, it has been a wonderful thing in terms of my family life. I genuinely believe that I wouldn't have been able to have more than 2 children if it wasn't for my business. Like before I trained as a hypnobirthing teacher, I was a secondary school teacher. Now I know that lifestyle of, working a lot of hours, having tons of work to do at home, having to have lots of childcare would have been so difficult and, maybe even impossible around 4 young children. But my business has allowed me to do that. Now, I'm not suggesting for one moment, train to be a hypnobirthing teacher. I bet you want 4 kids. I'm really aware not everybody does. But what I'm here to talk about is how it has fit around my family and what it has done for my family too. So when I had my first baby, I was a secondary school teacher, and before I'd had him, I lived and breathed it. I loved my job. I found it stressful, yeah, but I found it really rewarding. I literally lived and breathed it because I had the time to. And then when I had Harris, something changed, and I almost felt like it was painful. It broke my heart to leave him in childcare when I went away and looked after other people's children. And yeah, it was a really hard time, and it just didn't feel what I wanted to do. And that's when I really thought about how my own birth, using hypnobirthing could possibly pave the way for a new direction for me. But actually I had another baby in the meantime, and it was after I had Imogen, who was 17 months younger than Harris, that I went to train. So I trained with 2 children under 2, and you know what? I had worried about how I would fit it in, but I'll tell you something, when something is your passion, when it doesn't feel like work, when the studying feels exciting and something for you, you always make time. And it really lit a fire inside me that, maybe I'd been missing a little bit in the last, 18 months of having babies and all that. So yeah, I managed to fit it in because I wanted to fit it in, because it lit me up, and when I was happy, I could be a better mum. So that's how I fit my training in. And how did I fit in working as a hypnobirthing teacher? Well, do you know what? It was a completely different life to the life that I'd led before. When I was a secondary school teacher, it was literally dropping my son off at childcare at the crack of dawn, going off to do my job, trying to fit everything I possibly could into that day at work. So I'd be doing less at home, going to pick him up, putting him to bed, and feeling like I was missing out on a lot of stuff. Being a hypnobirthing teacher, most clients, request evenings to do their courses or weekends, Now that worked absolutely perfectly around my family. I would have my children in the day, I would enjoy going to baby classes, I would enjoy meeting friends, play dates, And when the evening came, I would go to my clients. And you might think, oh gosh, but imagine like going out when you're shattered, like after looking after the kids. Well, again, I looked forward to it. Like it was something that lit me up. I'd built such great relationships with my clients. It was like going round to a friend's house, but earning from it. So most of my clients, I would fit in around my family. So I would do a couple of evenings with one-to-one clients. I would run a group course on a Saturday morning. So this meant I didn't need childcare, okay? I was fortunate that my husband kind of worked 9 to 5. So when he came home, he would look after the children. I would occasionally go off and do my clients, and that's how it worked. And it meant that, you know, the life that I'd lived before, it wasn't like that, and it made me so much happier. It has meant that I have not missed out on going to things at school, like, you know, once my children attended school, things like the nativity. I've been able to do all that because my business has been flexible. Now, I am not for one moment suggesting that the only thing that you do as a hypnobirthing teacher is like just work with your clients. Obviously, there are other sides to a business. So marketing your business, you know, doing social media posts to get clients to your sessions, running taster events, connecting with other business owners. So there's lots of things that go on that are not just the client time. But again, it's flexible. Okay, so I would say things like, okay, my husband's Adam. I would say, Adam, when you get in on a Wednesday from 5 till 7 o'clock, I'm going to do a 2-hour chunk of work and get lots done in that time. Sometimes at a weekend, I'd sit and beaver away at my laptop and get a bulk of content done. Like when you really want something and when you can plan your time, you can make it work. And ultimately, like I would rather spend my time doing that than have to do the whole commute into a job and all that kind of thing. Okay. So yeah, that's how it's worked for my family. All families are different and all families have, you know, different priorities and working patterns, but do consider how this could work for you, how you could work it around your lifestyle. You know, lots of hypnobirthing teachers teach hypnobirthing alongside another job. So how could you possibly work with that? If you have any questions, do give me a shout. Let's have a chat. Let's think things through and see if this could be something that works for your life, your family, and lights that spark to work in your passion. Have a wonderful day. Speak to you soon. Bye.